I'm Kristen Woodruff, and I'm from the west coast of Canada, from a place called Vancouver Island.
What are your experiences with the Canadian government-managed healthcare system?
Basically, the healthcare system is yet another tool that the government uses to control its citizens, but it does it under the mask of pretending to take care of people. But it's another way for the government to have access to private details about people's lives and to use those details to control them in all sorts of ways. And it's also a way for the government to say what's good for people and what's not good for them, and to determine what kind of healthcare providers get funded. So it's also a way of limiting people's right to take care of themselves the way they want to. I'm not a big, believer in alternative healthcare necessarily, but I don't think it's really the government's job to say that pharmaceutical-driven healthcare is the only way to go, and that's what they do in Canada by funding it. So it's really a big money-making scheme that puts money into the pockets of the government and allows them to control people. And furthermore, it stops the natural thing that happens between people when government isn't there to take care of them, which is that people start to take care of each other, like neighbors take care of each other. As long as you've got a government that is pretending to be your parent, then people remain as children and are dependent on the government, and they don't think to help their neighbor. I think that if government pulled out of programs like healthcare in Canada, like the massive welfare state in Canada, then neighbors would start to help each other, and we'd see that people actually are caring and good and can take care of each other if left to their own devices. Because I think what happens is that the left-wing liberal sect in Canada makes it seem like they have, the compassionate side all sewn up, like they're all for compassion. And I've seen this in some of the, campaigns since I've been down here in the States about creating a centralized government-run healthcare system, is they make it seem like it's the compassionate thing to do. I was even in a church service last week where the minister preached the benefits of government-run healthcare, saying that this is the kind of thing that Jesus would do. And that, I think, was just going way too far. Because Jesus stood for absolutely not for the government being in control. He was about love, and love is basically something that exists between people and God. And it's not the government's job to come in and say that they're the ones that are going to do the job of loving people, because that's what people do for each other with the help of God.
Have you seen any new taxes or any taxes increased because of the healthcare system, or has it been in place long before that?
It's been in place a long time, and taxes and regulations are generally quite high in Canada as it is. I don't pay any of them personally because I don't believe that any government has a constitutional right to demand the level of taxes out of people that they do in Canada.